what is the Global Ghost Hunt to me? The Global Ghost Hunt is a celebration of teams and locations, not just here in the U.S., but all around the world. It is an opportunity to unite groups and enthusiasts of this paranormal community in many different ways, and to highlight teams, locations, and all of us. And honestly, why wouldn't you want to be a part of it? You get to experience new groups. You get to promote yourself, promote your teams, and more importantly, too, the locations. A lot of our locations are being forgotten. So the Global Ghost Hunt is a perfect opportunity to bring your team, bring your locations out into the spotlight and have your chance to have your 15 minutes of fame and to make an everlasting impact in our community.
Hey everybody, how y'all doing this evening tonight? I do have a story that is kind of like a legend around here where I live at. It is called It's called the Hillsville Messenger. They had a courtroom shootout. It's just right up the road in Virginia in Carroll County. They shot the Carroll County Courthouse out, and it was actually family members, back in 1912, way before my time. Hey there, Andrea. Hey, Vicky. Send hey back to you. This probably won't be a long one tonight because I'll have to work, so I started it earlier tonight in the morning. The family is called the Allen family. The main guy of it name was Floyd Allen. Hey there, Kenny. Let's see if I got a picture of him right here. This is the main guy of the family. He's like one that everybody goes to. He was wealthy back in the day. He was one of the big men of the county. Let's see. Name is Floyd Allen. He was born on July the 5th, 1856, and he died March 28th, 1913. He was an American landowner, and he was convicted and executed for murder in 1913 after his sensational courthouse shootout the previous year that left a judge, prosecutor, and sheriff and 2 others dead. Let's see. It happened on Allen, who was before the bar for the sentencing after being convicted of taking a prisoner from the deputy sheriff, shooting at the Carroll County Courthouse in Hillsville on March 14th, 1912. He died at age 56, March 28th, 1913, Virginia State Penitentiary, Richmond, Virginia. Cause of death, execution. He was convicted, first degree. Everybody said hey to each other. It's pretty cool. Okay, now let's get into the reading here. It says no one knows who fired the first shot at the courthouse. But leading up to the courthouse, the story went as they was holding a corn shucking at their house. The Allens did. And hey there, just doing our best. Appreciate you coming in. I'm just doing a family story. It's long for my family, so the story goes that they was doing the corn shucking. I can't remember exactly who it was, but it's happened over a red ear corn. And whoever shucks the corn, whoever finds the red ear first, they will get to kiss the girl of their choice. And all the men will do this, and the women, they would always go and start fixing food and stuff like that. It's just how you can get people to help you out and stuff like that when you having stuff to do. Instead of doing it by yourself, you can invite people over and have competitions and stuff like that. So the men done all the corn shucking, and then the women, they will all gather up in the house and they'll cook all day long, cook food for supper and dinner and lunch, whatever you want to call it. Your dad's good, right? Yeah, they're on my dad's side. I'm not sure how distant they are, but they were on my dad's side. I can keep my phone from cutting off. And one of the Allen's nephew found a red ear corn, and they told him he can pick the girl of his choice, and he gets to kiss her. Well, he went and picked somebody else girlfriend and kissed her, and they made her boyfriend mad, so they had it all out and everything like that. And they waited one day after church and the other boy got out, and him and his brother, I think, went and beat him up. And I don't know, I can't remember their names, all those names off the top of my head. But the one that done the beating that boy up was their last name was Edwards, but that was Floyd Allen's nephews, and they was waiting on this guy to get out of church, and they beat the tar out of him and everything. Almost left him for dead. And I think Actually, I think they did kill him. I'm not real sure on that part. They went back and talked to Floyd Allen and told him what they had done. And so he told them to come to North Carolina and hide out, and he'll get them. He'll get it fixed, and they won't be in trouble and stuff like that. Well, Floyd Allen, he done got shot 2 or 3 times and lived through all times he'd been shot. He survived every one of them, and I think he did die. Okay, and the 2 boys came to North Carolina and they hid out down around Mount Airy area or Mayberry, North Carolina, and stuff like that. They came down through there and they stayed somewhere. And the cops and stuff, sheriffs stuff, they wasn't supposed to come across the border, but they did anyway. And they finally found them and they took them back across the border, the state line. And instead of going a different route, they went right by Floyd Allen's house, and they was had them tied up and walking behind. They was like pretty much dragging behind the wagon and everything like that. Hey, Jamie, how you doing? I'm just coming on for a short show tonight, so I'm telling about the family massacre in Hillsville, Virginia, which they are kin to me, but they like distant cousins to me. I don't know exactly what generation cousins they are, but they're kin to us. And it's actually an interesting story. And so Floyd Allen went outside and he kind of talked to them first and told them that they need to let them go or do something different because they didn't need to be act like animals or nothing like that. So they wouldn't. They kept on doing it. So he waited and he went up there and he beat the tar out of both the cop and the guard, the sheriff and his deputy. Beat them up. I think he did kill one of those, and he hit him. He was hit him with the butt of his gun, so he really disfigured him. He got the 2 kids back, and then they was all hide out, and finally they got caught. Floyd Allen got shot. That's how he got caught by the cops. Because one of the deputies did shoot him, but he managed to break loose from them, and the boys I forget where they went after that. Then, so he got caught and he got in jail, but he always said he wouldn't spend a day in jail whatsoever. Here's the family members. Sidney Allen. I don't think he was in the whole ordeal, but he could have been. But rest of the Allens on top was Floyd, Claude, and whatever that guy's name is. And Wesley Edwards, he was in the deal. He was one of the I think he's the one that done the kissing to a girl. I think he's the main one, and the other Edwards guy. So I think Floyd and Claude and the other dude with that black hat on it, I think they're the ones that got put in jail, in prison, and then all 3 of them died while they're in prison. see. Hey there, Shadow. Appreciate y'all coming in. Jamie said hi. Hit the thumbs up, friends. I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Let's see. Now we're going to get into the story of the shootout. I had to tell you that story to get you to understand the reason why they had a courtroom shootout. It said they don't know who fired the first shot. That cold gray day, but before it was over, 4 laid dead. One was dying, and Carroll County was never be the same again. Let's see. Perhaps the hardest thing for the outsiders to understand, it is frequently hard claim that the subject is dead. The Courthouse massacre, don't nobody talk about that much anymore, says the young workman in the restaurant on Main Street in Hillsville. Let's see. That was disappointing news. The Allen clan bizarre courtroom shootout that left 5 dead. Earned international headlines in 1912 and became the stuff of legend. And let's see, for decades afterwards. Only a few years ago, State Senator Joseph Fitzpatrick was planning a motion picture based on the event that led to the electrocution of Floyd Allen and his son Claude. Could it be the topic was now pretty even in Hillsville? That would be kind of hard to make a movie of, but they probably did somewhere. But as long as you doing another story on it, you may as well get it right. The young man says shooting out a paper napkin, he proceeded to make a ballpoint diagram of the courtroom as it was on the cold and wet March day 70 years ago, 7 months ago. "70 years and 7 months ago, complete with the position of judge, sheriff, and commonwealth attorney, and the clerk of court. Now, if you just look at this, you'll see that there was no way the clerk of court could have fired the first shot like Allen's claimed. This is a dead subject." Let's see. Killed in prison, or were they in there until they died? They was actually executed in prison. Where they did it. This is what the courtroom looked like. on that day. I don't know exactly where all of them was sitting at, but I do know that one was sitting by himself. I believe he was the judge. But out of all of them right there, I'm not sure who was what. And I'm thinking this tells what there was, but the writing is so small I can't hardly see it. It's got all the things where they died, but there's a jury, something else. I can't see it. It's too small. And this is what the courthouse looks like. I've been inside right here on the right side. When you facing the building, there's a set of steps that goes up into the main courtroom. It still got the bullet holes in the steps. Me and my dad went there one morning, and we was going to try to investigate the place, but they wouldn't let us go in to investigate. And we walked outside, and I asked my dad, I said, let's look and see if we can't find that bullet hole. Sure enough, there it was, right in the step. It was pretty interesting. Hey there, Myers. How you doing, buddy? And hi to everybody. Just doing our best. I'm back. Yeah, it is very interesting. Let's see. I don't have much left on here to talk about. I want to try to find where they all got shot at and how many times, but I can't find it nowhere whatsoever. It talks about everything else besides what I want to talk about. Wesley and his 22-year-old brother. So they was about anywhere in their 20s, the Edward boys. Sydney were attending service at the Uncle Garland Allen's church. Wesley was supposedly called out of the service and attacked by Thomas and some friends. Sydney then rushed out of the church and came to his brother's aid. As a result of the fight in the churchyard, Wesley and Sydney were disturbing a public worship service when they heard of the indictment. I don't know. The brothers left Carroll County and went to Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's what I said. Word was technically be out of reach of Virginia law officers without expedition paper. But the Edwards did didn't count on the no, the papers being by Commonwealth attorney and the sheriff, just despite his lack of jurisdiction in North Carolina. Sheriff Webb dispatched deputies Pink Samuel and Peter Easter after Wesley and Sidney, who were arrested without a struggle in Mount Airy. That's just right up the road. The deputies evidently didn't trust the boys to stay put in the back of the wagon, so they were handcuffed and tied to the wagon post as the party crossed Fancy Gap on the way back to Hillsville. The road passed by Sidney Allen's store and Floyd Allen's house, and when Floyd saw his nephews like something looked like hogs, he tempered flared. So he had Floyd Allen had a bad temper. He was really he shot his own brother. Him and his brother got in a fight, and his brother shot him, but he returned fire and shot and killed his brother, and he's finally survived his bullet wounds. Floyd did. Floyd was already angry because the other young men involved in the churchyard brawl escaped without punishment, a fact he let's see, something dispute to his own previous fight with Commonwealth attorney Forster, and Forster's something enemy. So him and the Commonwealth already had their little powwow, and Wesley and Sidney had never been in trouble before, where either dangerous nor desperate, and were charged only with committing a misdemeanor. Yet they were not only handcuffed, but also tied to the buggy in which they rode with ropes, despite the fact that they were in the keeping of two strong and well-armed men. A lot of the Allen family was standing in courtroom, so the judge didn't get out. The judge shot 7 times. Yeah, the judge was shot 7. The prosecutor was like 3 or 4 times, and I can't remember out of all of when is your next investigation. Ours is going to be next week, next Friday. Not tomorrow, but the next Friday for us. Still here, just eating. Oh, you good? Okay, I'm back. Let's see. What happened next? Like nearly everything else in the Allens is disputed. Deputies Easter and Samuel claimed that Floyd, Sidney, and Bernard, Allen, I guess is how you say it, attacked and beat them and freed Wesley and Sidney Edwards. The Edwards claimed that Floyd requested his nephews be untied, was threatened with a gun, and handily disarmed the deputies without harming either one. Whatever happened, the following day, Floyd took his nephews to Hillsville, where they served 60 and 30 days sentence for his pains. Floyd was charged with illegally rescue of prisoners, as the Virginia law of the time put it. After several continuancy trial was set for March 12th, 1912. Sounds like the Allen family was a bad crew. Oh, yeah. I'm here listening. I'm researching where to find paintable vinyl for guys. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Myers. Yeah, I'm actually working on getting us some new sticker stuff. I'm gonna try to get some to send out to people and stuff like that. I bought some at Hobby Lobby and printed some decals. They just had money and thought was above the law. Oh yeah, they're the only one in the county that had a house that had electricity. Nobody else in the county. They're the first one that had electricity in their own house and everything. I just ordered the printer for it. That's pretty cool. My friend's making us some. I want to get us some a bunch of stuff to make us a few things with. Let's see. There were many in Carroll County who believed that trying Floyd Allen on many charges was asking for trouble. Floyd's biggest fault, he said, brother Garland was his uncontrollable temper. Garland said that their mother had more than once been forced to tie Floyd up with rope when he was a child, and by the time he was a grown man, his temper was legendary. It was reserved just for outsiders. Either Floyd and his brother Jack got into a fight once over some barrel of brandy in their father's estate and shot each other. Jack recovered, but it began to appear as if Floyd had fought his last brawl, and he sent for his brother Jack to make his peace with him. He said before crossing the divide or something, Jack healed and pitiful request and sorrowful approached his brother deathbed. So I believe, let's see. Says I'm looking for bulk price. Okay, here they have just small packs. U.S. Cutter may have it. Thanks, I'll look. So let's see. This is what their house looked like back in the day. That was their house. Over here onto the, if you're facing it and onto the left, there's a big windmill where they used to power the house to get water and electricity and all that stuff. And this is them out in front of the house. I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one's which, but that's them. And that's what the house looks like today. I've been inside of it, and it is very, very nice inside. They was actually remodeling it, redoing it. But the thing is, there's nobody lived there. They just had built it in 1911 when they built the house. And then they did all that in 1912s, and they didn't nobody get to live in it. So it was just sitting there. There's Floyd Allen. When the cops finally got him to do the trial, just right before the shootout. I remember you telling some about this story. Oh yeah, I've told a little bit about it, but there's actually, you can go on YouTube and they got YouTube stories and stuff about it. Yeah, I would love to live there. I've been inside of it. It is so nice, and it's actually way before its time, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't have a picture of the view that they had, but my granny's, you can see. I mean, I can imagine myself waking up in the morning with a cold glass of Dr. Pepper, walking outside and looking at the breeze. Hey, chat. Hey there, Bluegrass. Well, it keeps moving on me. Hey there. How y'all doing? The view of that place is off the hook. Let's see here. In 1904, Floyd wanted to buy a farm owned by one of his brothers, but they could not agree on a price. A man named Cobb, Cone, something other, wanted the land badly enough to pay the asking price and bought it despite Floyd wanted not to. But in not long afterwards, Floyd shot the man that bought the land, who recovered and was indicted in something and tried on charge of assault. Indicted, I guess that's how you say it. Floyd let it be known that if convicted of the charge, he would kill the judge and jurors. It seemed likely the court was infuriated by such threats because despite the charges, Floyd was fined a fee of $100 and sentenced to a symbolic 1 hour in jail. But even an hour was too much for the man who had shown he would die and go to hell before serving a minute in jail. Floyd's lawyers managed to have the 60 minutes sentence dismissed, and Floyd reportedly forced Cobb to pay the $100 fine. There were some in Carroll County who believed that Floyd Allen was a law unto himself, and the Cobb decision reinforced that belief. So evidently, Floyd, he got like he was the man of everything. Hey there, buddy. How you doing? It's just like he knows how to work everything back in the day. Let's see here. Says according to the Carroll County citizens, who is a local historian or something. About 3 weeks before Floyd Allen's trial, Commonwealth Attorney William Forster received a letter promising he would die if Floyd Allen was found guilty. Forster took the letter to judge who was scheduled to try that case and request not only extra deputies but a search of all who entered the courtroom during the trial. Judge denied the request. First, that would show cowardice on our part. He is reported to have said judge never change his mind, and when his body was removed from the courtroom on March 14th, Forster's letter and other similar ones were found in his coat pocket. So somebody sent the attorney a letter to that he's going to die if he got found guilty. I'm doing okay. I've been sick. How about you? I'm doing pretty good, I guess. Hi, Nightbot. His money talks and made him have a lot of. You're right. Hope you're getting better, but see, the jurors in Floyd Allen's case was unable to reach a verdict on March 13th. The judge, I think his name's Massey, in his only to warnings of trouble had them requested in. Oh, they had trouble, so they went ahead and went on to the hotel that night, and they rescheduled the next morning proceedings for 8 a.m. An hour earlier, Floyd Allen, still free, rode home with his brother Sidney, and spent Wednesday night at his home. Thursday morning, drawn cold, wet, and foggy. The bone-chilling drizzle was falling from the slate gray clouds, slightly gray clouds, but it wasn't doing much to melt the snow that still laid on the ground. Let's see. Over 100 spectators had crowded into the courtroom by 8 a.m. A lucky few were warming their hands over the wood stove in the rear of the room. The Allen family was well represented. Floyd, his son, Victor, and Claude, Sidney Allen, Jack Allen, son, I think it's called Farrell, Sidney and Wesley Edwards, and other relatives. At 8:30, the jurors filed back into the courtroom with a verdict. Floyd Allen, his attorney, W.D. Boland or something, and Assistant Clerk of Court S. Floyd were sitting in the small fenced dock facing the judge and the jury. Sidney Allen and Claude Allen were in the northeast corner of the courtroom, standing on benches to see over the crowd. Farrell Allen sat in the back of the room, and the Edward boys stood on the bench next to the north wall. The sheriff, Commonwealth attorney, clerk of court, and several deputies were standing at the south end of the courtroom. The room was hushed. The courtroom was hushed as the jury foreman announced the verdict. Guilty as charged with a recommended sentence of a year in prison and $1,000 fine. A motion to set aside The verdict was denied, as was a request for bail. Judge instead instructed Sheriff Webb to take charge of the prisoner, and Webb began to move towards the dock, and it says what happened next will never be known with absolute certainty. This issue of who fired the first shot divides Carroll Countyans, whatever, for the past 70 years. And in words of the Richmond researchers into the case, he caused so they actually let's see. Hope they didn't find what I think on. I ain't got much more left here. I don't see where it only took 90 seconds to do what they had done. Let's see. Most witnesses agree that Floyd Allen stood up and announced to the court some things like, "Gentlemen, I just ain't going." A shot was fired, and for the next 90 seconds, the courtroom began a shooting gallery as the Allens, Dexter, Gold, William Forrester, and the law officers all proceeded gun and began the exchanging fire. A screaming shootout. Mass of spectators tried to leave the courtroom at once as bullets whizzed over their heads and to the courtroom walls. Attorney Boland dropped to the floor, and the wounded Floyd Allen fell on top of him. He told Floyd, said to have screamed at his client, "Floyd, they are going to kill me, shooting at you." The battle moved down the courthouse steps and out onto the street of Hillsville, with some of the Allens hidden behind the statue of the Confederate soldier while reloading their pistols. The Allens heard for the livery stable. Back in the courtroom, Judge Massey, Sheriff Webb, Commonwealth Forrester, and a jury named C.C. Fallard lay dead on the floor. A witness in another case, Betty Ayers, walked back to her home and died The following day, Dexter had been shot in the mouth but recovered from his wounds. Floyd was wounded too badly to escape, and he and his son Victor, who had taken no part in the violence, spent the night at the local hotel and were arrested the next morning. Wesley Edwards, Farrell Allen, and Claude Allen escaped together and were soon joined by Sidney Allen. Sidney Edwards hide out for the few days before surrendering himself to the authorities. Let's see. Well, that's it of the story. That's what I don't like. They get me all going on the stories, but they keep. I shared you out. I appreciate it. Thank you a lot. Be sure to hit thumbs up, y'all. I appreciate that so much. So this is what I think I've done showed you this picture a while ago. But this was after he after the courtroom shootout. He was badly wounded, so he couldn't be moved. But that's the laws there by the side of him. They get ready to take him back. Let's see. Photo. Floyd Allen's prison photo. And this is the Edwards boy. And this is the Allen one. I think it's the Allen's brother, Victor, I believe. I'm not really sure. So let's see. Claude. Floyd and Claude and Victor, I think, Allen. And I believe Wesley. I think them ones that got killed. I mean, was in prison and they died, I think. I'm not real exactly sure which one it all was, but I appreciate that, buddy. See, this is on my dad's side. This is the Myerses. That's how I'm kin to the Allen family. They actually got a book out. They got this is what the book looks like. The Messenger of Hillsville Courthouse. That's the book. If y'all want to check it out, it's on Amazon. So if y'all feel like y'all want to purchase it, you can. Let's see here. All right, let's go here. Who knows, Stephen? You could be family to them too. I'm sure we are. They sound like just like my family. That's funny. Hey, John, hope you are doing good tonight. Oh yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I finally got all my stuff in the boxes, but I still got a little bit more room in the boxes, so I got some more stuff. The first box where my cameras and stuff in, I done got it about full, and the other box I ain't really put anything in it yet. Just a few little odd and end things. I had some boxes made for my uh, group for my equipment or ghost hunting equipment. This is what the box looked like. Well, this is what the boxes look like. Over here is going to be my DVR cameras, all my cameras I got. My DVR boxes go here, and then my cords go right here. And all my wires and stuff goes to my cameras, to my DVR goes in that center section. And I got another box just exactly like that, but it's set up a little different inside. This is what it looks like. It looks like the old military ammo boxes, like they carried during the Vietnam era and stuff. They got ropes on the side. 2 people can carry hold of them. Hey there, how you doing? We're saying hey. Vicky saying hey. Hey, you decided on your paint color yet? I have not. I don't know. I can't figure out what I want to paint them. I want to paint them cop colors. I want to paint them them 3 stripes on top. I want to paint them look like the lights on top of cop car, but I don't know what to do. Since everything I got is going to be cops theme, I want to paint them black and put me some red lights and blue lights on top of them. But I don't know how tacky that would look, but I will take a poll one of these days and see how we can do it. Army green with black letters that says cops. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I was going to paint them purple, but and hot pink and stuff like that. But I'm sure it will look good when you are done, my friend. Oh, I hope so. I hope. I don't like to paint. That's my problem. I hate painting. So I got to figure out what color scheme and do it. I'll probably end up doing a poll and see and take people's opinions on, see what they all think. I'm going to have another one probably made just for my SLS camera and a few other little odd end cameras. Because I got a couple cameras like this right here that I'm going to try to take to. But this here is kind of odd to set up. I don't know how to get it set up. You have to download the app, and then when you get the app downloaded, it's all jacked up. I can't get it working. When I do get it, I got the app downloaded, but when you get everything fixed, you have to get it set with your camera, get it right, and then it'll scan, and it still won't do nothing for me. Hello to everybody in the chat tonight. I can't wait till we go fishing, Baker. I've been thinking about that all day. It looked like rain, so that's the reason why I didn't go. I didn't go, and it didn't rain. It made me ill. Nice. If anybody can figure out what color paint scheme I should do, let me know. We'll take. I will take a couple of them, and we will put them in a hat. Then we'll draw it out. It was nice all day today. Yeah, it was here too. It was very nice. It's supposed to be supposed to rain today, but that's what got me aggravated because it actually sprinkled about 3 times today. It would have been a good day, good time. Hopefully we will go soon. Look forward to it. Oh yeah, man, I can't wait myself. I'm gonna go buy me some we did our taxes and filmed all day. That's cool. How Traedy gonna do on theirs? It got really stormy here earlier. Storm has passed on. We'll probably get it tomorrow. Most of the time we if we have a really pretty day like today was, it the next day or the day after that it will come a storm. Or if it will calling for a storm, it will start doing pretty good. Then all of a sudden, it will just bottom will fall out. If it's not raining in where the wind is great. Oh yeah, it's the same way here. Today the wind blowed all day long. I mean, it blew the hair off your head. See, I walked outside without my hat on. It blew my hair off. Yep. Let's see something here. Da, 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 da. Let me find something right quick. Hey, I'm gonna send you a link. Let me find where I send it out here. I want to invite one person up right here, and I hope that they will say yes. I'm just going to the thing. I'm gonna send a link out right quick, y'all. Hope it'll send. All right, it sent. Hey, I sent you a message just doing our best. See if you want to come up on here for a minute. That you don't have to if you don't want to. You can if you want to. It don't matter. One day close to spring, and for me, can't get here fast enough. Yeah, it's almost past out. Yeah, I sent it to your email. Same here. Wind was 55 and 60 miles an hour all day yesterday. Now it's 25 wind chill of 11 wind is 15 miles an hour. Good gracious. That's pretty interesting. Today, Baker said when he come to the house, wind wasn't blowing at his house, but today it was just blowing so hard he couldn't stand it. Hey, how you?
Hi. Okay, hold on.
Yeah. Hey.
How do I get myself up there? I hit start cam, right?
Yeah.
Let me let me come back. Let me come back out, and I'll try to go back in again.
Okie doke. Definitely in Missouri. Yeah. Sounds what's up. Just doing our best. I should be up here in a second. She's having a little trouble getting her camera or something to run. So, was the story interesting to y'all? I know it's interesting to me because it's actually has to do with family. Uh, that's kind of pretty comical, you know. Holy moly, it's the craziest thing I have ever heard. Yes, it was. I was 6 or 7 years old when I first found out about
There we go.
it.
I had another window open. That's why. Hey, Jonathan, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm good. Hi, everybody. Oh, I'm gonna have to get chat up. Give me a quick second. I'm still fairly new at this.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a couple years, but this I've only been doing for about a year, but I still ain't learned everything for it.
Hmm.
I
Hi,
still ain't,
everybody.
I still ain't got where ain't. I'm just now learning how to share screen with stuff, but I don't know how to get the wheel of names up on here and nothing like that, and still work it together.
Uh huh. I
Uh,
did that on my first live.
yeah,
So I got. Go ahead.
I had to get Devil Dog to help me out on it and show me how to work it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with
So
the share screen, I think you just hit present there in the bottom of the StreamYard.
Yeah.
There's that plus sign in the bottom. Uh huh. And
So
so if you
how
hit
you
that,
been? So how you been doing today?
doing good. Just prepared some for. We thought it was going to be big, a huge storm because when was it early this morning? They said possible tornadoes and
Yeah.
60-hour winds and all that. So I went outside and I flipped all my furnitures upside down so they don't go flying. Excuse
Yeah.
me. And then what do you call that? Made sure my greenhouse was shut
Yeah.
tightly.
Yeah.
Uh,
You had a busy day, didn't you?
yep. And I prepared dinner. I made dinner. Well, actually, I prepared it early, and then I cooked it about maybe an hour and a half ago. And when my husband came home, then that's when we ate. Uh,
Yeah.
what about you? You have a busy day today?
Nah, I did early this morning. I had to go run errands with my dad, and that's about it. Uh,
Mhm.
then my father-in-law he came, and uh, it it worked out pretty good.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. How's everybody in chat doing? Myers Paranormal. Hi. You got some
Yeah, I
folks
don't.
here that I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, they Myers Paranormal. They're from Alabama, and Vicky,
Alabama.
she
Neighbors.
yeah, Vicky, she's from
Hmm?
Missouri. Baker, he just lives just
Sure.
right below the road from me,
Okay.
and
Possible kid.
yeah, and
Probably.
Boo there, they're from I won't say California, but I can't be wrong.
Oh, well,
And
it's nice meeting you all. I lived
yeah,
in California. I'm sorry, in North Carolina.
oh really?
Uh huh. I lived there from 2000 to 2004.
Okay,
From 2000 to 2002, I lived in Wilson, North Carolina. Then from
okay,
2002 to 2004, we moved to Surf City, North Carolina,
uh huh.
between Wilmington, North Carolina, and what is it, Homestead or Jackson?
I
Jackson,
think Jackson, I believe.
Jacksonville, no, Jackson, right? Yeah. Well, yeah, Homestead, then Jackson. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, poor thing, he's freezing. She's freezing her yin yang off. As long as it don't fall off, honey. Just make sure that yin yang don't fall off. I'm doing it. Hi, Vicky. Anyways, yeah, my name is Shirley, and I'm actually from the island of Rota, Rota. That's that island is only 5 miles wide and about 15 miles long, so it's very very small. Mhm. And that island is located about 45 miles north of Guam. So it's like the Northern Mariana train, uh, island train rather. Hmm.
Mm,
Island chain. See, I'm still learning how to speak English myself. English is my second language, so but
yeah,
it's a very small island.
yeah. Let's see here. Vicky says Wilson is a good name.
Wilson's a good name.
I just edited video was filmed today and hanging out with you awesome family. That's pretty good, buddy.
Oh, oh.
With these wins, I'm hardly holding on tight. We had pretty good high winds here today, but I think they finally calmed down though.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. Hopefully it passes by y'all and you don't get them high winds that they were calling for.
Yeah,
Actually, it's starting to get cold now. They said in the morning it'll be around 35,
yeah,
and the high for tomorrow is just in the 40s. And then by tomorrow, I'm sorry, the following morning it'll be around 28. So I'm
it
really
got
not looking forward to it.
it got up to 64 today, but now it's 63 here at 9 o'clock.
Wow,
So
one a whole degree, huh?
yeah, yeah,
That's a big jump.
it
A
is.
whole degree. No
Uh,
changes at all.
but it's supposed to start raining here at about 1 o'clock. Supposed to get down to about 62 at 12, and then at 1 o'clock supposed to get to
Then drop from there.
61. Yeah, it's only
Hmm.
gonna drop 1 degrees. Yeah,
Wow, they had tornadoes in Kansas. I know the cold drives me crazy too. Now imagine me coming from somewhere across the world. I'm used to 2 seasons. I come here and I jump to 4 seasons. Yeah, we only have 2 seasons back home, wet and dry. That's it. So it's like 80 degrees all year round, and in the evening, the lowest it gets down, I'm gonna say, is around 67.
yeah,
The lowest it ever gets. But it's like 80, 82 degrees all year round.
yeah.
So it's swimming weather every day.
uh, Tell us a little bit about your channel and what and how you got started and stuff like that.
Okay, so our channel, we're basically preppers. So we do aquaponics gardening, hydroponics gardening, freeze drying, food preservation, canning, gardening. What else? We're big 2A, as you can see. We're big
Yeah,
2A, and we've got 20 hens and 7 chickens, 7 roosters. But the 20 hens are in the pen with 2 roosters, and the other 5 are outside, just free ranging around,
yeah,
and about 7 ducks. And our so we prepare for just about everything we can think of for if there's an EMP attack, if there's a nuclear a nuclear attack, the economic collapse, food shortage, things like that. So
yeah,
and so we've been preparing for, well, we are silver stackers also. So we've been stacking on silver for about 10 years.
yeah,
But about 5 years ago, that's when we started stocking up on food and things like that. So,
yeah,
so how our channel got started, it uh, it actually just happened on a whim. The day I started it, see, my folks are from the island of Guam. They're on the island of Guam,
yeah,
and the day that I started my channel, because I couldn't make it to Guam, was the day my dad got buried.
yeah,
So I they were live streaming it, and I couldn't watch it. I didn't want the last vision of my father, in the coffin. So
Yeah.
I turned that off, and I went on YouTube, to try to calm myself down because I was, really crying so hard that I felt like I was going to get a heart attack or something.
Yeah.
So I had to calm down. So I went on YouTube, was watching one of my friend's videos, Refuge, and we were chatting back and forth, and she told me, "Hey, why don't you start a YouTube channel?" She knows about our aquaponics
Yeah.
gardening and hydroponics gardening, both of them. So so I said, okay. We already had two videos that we had made to send to family back home. So I just started it, threw those two videos in, and from there it took, you know,
Yeah.
came about. Yeah, I got to liking it. So,
Yes.
so that's basically my story on how it started.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'm kind of glad you came up. It actually interesting. I uh, I
Yeah,
try to
I,
get people on here and talk about their channels and stuff like that and everything.
I appreciate you inviting me up, and thank you for joining my live yesterday.
Oh yeah, I was sitting in the truck out in the had both my windows down in the truck, and I was sitting there and listening to
Hmm.
y'all, listening to the radio at the same time.
Okay, that's good. And look, you want a tumbler, right? Was it a
Yeah,
tumbler?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't expect to win. I just wanted to just participate. I like to fell out of the truck when they said my
Well,
name. I like the word.
w- well, nobody knew about the giveaway that I had yesterday.
Yeah,
I just wanted, yeah, I just wanted to see, who would come without that caption, those
yeah.
words of my title giveaway.
I try to catch your shows. I actually subscribed to you, and I got the bell mashed. And
Hmm.
every time I get your notification, I try to hit it right quick and trying to be up in the chat the first time. And
Hmm.
sometimes I don't get it like that, but I normally stumble up on
Oh,
the
that's fine.
thing.
That's fine. I sure appreciate you subscribing to me.
My time zone's different from y'all's time zone, so I get messed up on different time zones when everybody goes live.
Right, you're an hour after, um, before us.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's 8:30 here, so you're at 9:32.
yeah. I got 9:30 right now.
Mhm.
I see you later. See you later, Baker. I'll see you tomorrow at work.
All
Yeah,
right,
Baker
bye, my
there. I work with.
friend.
Oh man.
Mhm.
Oh lordy, lordy, lordy.
Glad
You
you
can
caught. I'm glad you.
huh?
Huh?
Go ahead.
No, I said I'm glad you caught me. I'm glad you caught me because I was about to get on Dez's live,
Oh, okay.
and and then when I heard you saying just doing our best, so whoop. So I
I,
put Des down. I said I can go back because she's going to be up there for a while, so I can go
yeah,
back to her.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Hmm.
getting ready to get off of here anyway because I got to go to work in the morning. But I
I
enjoyed
hear you.
coming up on here. I mean, it tickles me to death to see new people come up on my channel. It makes life worthwhile.
Thank you. Right. Right.
Uh,
And it
that's
actually puts you at ease even more seeing someone else
yeah,
rather than just looking at chat and
yeah.
makes you
Much
put it.
love, guys. I have to get ready for work tomorrow. I'll see you later, Myers. Thank you for joining in, buddy.
All right.
Um, let's
Okay.
see.
So, so you got to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I got to go
You wake
in
up
the
early.
morning. Yeah, I got to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Ooh. Okay, good night. Goodbye.
But yeah, I normally get in bed right at around about 9:45, 10 o'clock somewhere. Sometimes my
Okay.
shows
All right.
last a little longer than normal, but tonight I started a little early so I can get done with my story and stuff like that.
Right, and get to bed earlier.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but I
Well,
do.
thank you for inviting me.
Oh, that's no problem. I appreciate you coming up here.
Mm,
I just didn't want to leave you out because actually you can type cops in the chat in the main chat right here, and it will drop your link, and
mm-hmm.
everybody can link to you. The
Uh-huh. Or they
COPS.
can just right, or they can just type in at just doing our best 2012.
Yeah, Nightbot will drop you link right here in a minute, and then uh, come on, Nightbot, wakey wakey.
Good night, shadows.
Yep, there's your link
Okay.
dropped.
So,
Anybody that's in here right now, if y'all can connect to that link right there and subscribe. It is an amazing show channel she does a lot of good stuff. Matter of fact, I watched two of them today.
thank you.
I just gotta go back
Oh,
and
appreciate it.
comment on them though.
Mm, appreciate you.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
I just I was doing that in between everybody being here today. I thought I can watch one video right quick and I'll comment later.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, no problem. So, when do you usually go lives?
I do
Thursday
mine
nights?
Thursday nights at 9 Eastern Standard Time. But most time,
Mm-hmm.
if I don't have to work next morning, I'll do it at 9. But if I have to work, I do it at 8.
Okay.
Sunday nights at 9
Mm-hmm.
p.m. And I do
Okay.
every morning when I go to work. I do live every morning when I go to work.
Okay. So
So
the so what? You go to work at 4 in the morning?
yeah, I'll be on the road about 5, and that's when I'll start my live. And I'll chat until I get to work, sit in the
Okay.
parking lot, and then I work at a factory that
Okay.
makes that turns water bottles and drink bottles into
Hmm.
yarn, to make clothes and stuff with.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
I've
that's
I've
what
heard of that. I don't know what it's called, but
we call it reprieve. So if you see this
okay.
symbol on clothes, if you see that symbol right there on clothes, it's made
Hmm.
with recycled
Then
bottles.
that's okay. Well, that's one good way of recycling.
Yep.
It sure is.
Uh,
Hmm.
well, I'm
Well, I'll be
gonna.
sure to be looking out for your other live shows then.
I appreciate
Oh.
that.
Hmm.
Uh, so
Okay,
I'm gonna
Jonathan.
go.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you for coming up, and we'll get you on again one day, and we'll sit and we'll talk, and maybe I can sweet talk Devil Dog and him come up or something.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you for inviting me again.
Thank you for coming up. I'll see you later.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Okay, everybody. I appreciate y'all for sticking around just for that. I wanted to get her up here, and she does have a good channel. I like to watch her. Uh, just subscribe, just doing her best. I appreciate that a lot. She is really fun to watch. She does do giveaways every so often. She's very new at it, and it's very interesting to just sit and watch her. And she gets people to help her out and stuff like that. It's really nice. Uh, Things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I've I'm gonna go get me something else to eat and get ready for bed. Thank everybody for hanging out with us, learning a little bit about the family story. It's a little complicated. I just gave you basically the rundown what I've learned. It took me almost 20 years before I found out how the whole feud got started and stuff like that. So, and the reason why they got the courthouse up like that. So, hi everyone. Sarah, I said to you, thank you. Thanks, Vicky. I will check your channel out too. Like I said, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Yes, Vicky, is all over just an ear of a corn. That's crazy. It's amazing what people do just to want to get a attention, to be honest with you. I believe that's pretty much what it was. But I went through 10 or 15 different people to figure out what the thing was. Hey, brother, hope you're doing good, man. Oh, I am. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. I'm getting ready to get off of here in about 10 more minutes. I just did the show about the family shootout of the courthouse in Hillsville, Virginia. Hi, sister. The Allen family that they shot the courthouse up in Carroll County in 1912. That's really kind of a cool story. Like I said, I just gave it to you in a nutshell, what I've learned and what little bit that I could read off my phone there. It was a little more of people saying their opinions about the whole ordeal instead of what actually happened. So he was on and want to show some love and support. Oh, wow. Sounds awesome, man. I definitely rewatched that. I appreciate it, bud. It's something though that you can do a story on if you want to. It's based in Virginia, and it's not far off the Blue Ridge Mountains in Carroll County, just right up the road from me. Hey, Carson. Hey there, Danielle. Appreciate you coming in. All right, hey, my name. Awesome, bro. Okay. Hey, friends. Said hi to Liz, Vicky. Here's Johnson's cousin. Yeah, they are. They are my cousins somehow. During down the line, I'm not sure. It could be about my third, fourth, fifth, sixth generations, something like that. And also, too, I'm kin to the Charlie Lawson family that did all that shooting. That'd be the next story because I got to do a little bit more read. I know about the story, but getting it told right is a different ball game. Sound like an amazing story. I checked that out. Yes, all you got to do just go up and look at Hillsville Massacre or what that book's called. Doggone it, done lost it already. This is the book that's on it. Got a book written on it. The Massacre at Hillsville Courthouse. There's actually a song about it, a bluegrass song. I don't have it. I wouldn't be able to play it. No how if I did. Don't want to get too many people. Don't want too many copyrights on my channel. But I would love to play it. But it's just in Carroll County, Virginia. It's not far from North Carolina. It's just right across the border. I mean, the state line from where I live at. It's probably about at least good 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes tops. So it's going on how fast you want to drive, one thing, and how many people that's out there on the road that can't drive gets in your way. Me and my dad, we went today. Hey there, Mr. Rogers. How you doing, buddy? I'm getting ready to sign off from here in a little bit. Me and my dad went today up to downtown on Mount Airy. We did. I took a couple pictures of the Opie's candy shop, Snappy Lunch, the theater, and Floyd's Barbershop today. Been up there messing around, taking a few pictures and stuff. Appreciate y'all coming in. I appreciate that, buddy, for liking and sharing, folks. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, Mayberry. Oh, yeah. Mayberry days. I ain't never been to Mayberry days, but I'm going to try to listen out for it and hope and pray that I won't miss it this year. Mr. Rogers, hey, brother. Great to see you. But this is the theater that Andy Griffith them always went to. And there's a Opie's candy store. Old time goodies. There's Floyd's Barbershop. And there's the snappy lunch that is mentioned in the show once or twice the whole time it's been on. It's pretty good. They have changed a lot, and at Snappy Lunch, they are famous for the pork chop sandwiches. Their pork chop sandwich looks like a hubcap that goes on the car. I mean, that's how big those sandwiches are. Lord, Andy Griffin is my favorite show. That's cool. I live about not even 10 minutes away from the whole thing. Hi, everyone. Saying hi. Appreciate it. Those are awesome. Thanks for sharing them. No problem. We got some good candy. Oh man, candy in there. Oh yeah, they probably do. I don't go in there because my weakness is candy, so I try to stay away from in there. But they Snappy Lunch. Now you talking about pork chop sandwich? I mean, them things that big. The bun is like this, you get it on, but the pork chop is like that. And I mean, it was slap your mama crazy. That's how good they are. If you ever come, you can go there and get you a pork chop sandwich. But I'm not sure, since the old man that died that used to cook them, I don't know if they still do them that big or not. But it wouldn't be good if you didn't get it all over you when you come out there. You have grease dripping off of you, you know. But man, them things was good. I've eaten a few in my day though. The theater, they do like music down there now, and they hold some kind of events about the Siamese twins in the chain. They do family get-togethers, like their offsprings and stuff. Get-togethers there, like a reunion. Me and my dad, we stopped there today, but we didn't go in. But they had a sign out into the street there where it says I was giving free clogging lessons. I couldn't go do that neither, because I'd probably fall and break my other foot, and that'd be a trouble. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I appreciate everybody coming in so far. Thank y'all a lot. If y'all don't mind, y'all can drop your link in the comments if you want to. Just type in word cops, COPS, and you'll get your link dropped. I'm going to get off here at 10 o'clock, and it's 9:50 right now, so next 10 minutes, if y'all want to, y'all can. Drop your link so everybody can go through and share y'all out. People can connect to you, get on y'all's channel and stuff and whatever. And that is if y'all want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. And that way we can I can help y'all out. There you go. It's coming out there. Check out Shadows Past. Check out Mr. Rogers. Vicky, you can drop yours if you want to, if you're still in here. Jared, he can drop his if he wants. Professional Paranormal Research, you can drop yours if you want. I got 8 more minutes. And I'm going to say my goodbyes. I got to get into bed and get ready for work in the morning. I'll probably try to figure out how to work this camera. I got this camera here. I've been trying wanting to use it, but don't know how to get it used. It ain't gonna do me no good if I can't get it figured out. That way everybody can connect to each other and everything. And I think half the people's done gone that came in earlier. I think majority of them's done got out. So is it a home security camera? No, this ain't. This is just supposed to be a computer camera. It takes a little card that goes inside of it right there. I gotta check and see what all I gotta do to it and get it working. It's that's the name of it. I bought it at Walmart. Well, my dad bought it at Walmart for about, I think it was like $10, I believe. We're going, if it works, I'm going to use it on my phone and take it to places where we can set up cameras and stuff, and I can look at it on my phone, and then I might can figure out how to use it to go over on to StreamYards and stream it over there, and for people can see. I think it's got night vision in it too, I believe. I think that's what I read on the paper. I have a good Facebook page. Y'all come check it out. Yeah, go check her Facebook out too. If y'all have Facebook, if y'all do Facebook, pretty good. They put up some good stuff on her Facebook. That's the brand I got. We've also got one too, Facebook page, but it's a little slow right now. I hadn't been doing much on it. My cousin's doing pretty much on the Facebook side of everything. I sub Beaky in shadow. That's awesome, Mr. Rogers. 4 more minutes. Anybody that wants to drop their link, and I'm going to go ahead and sign off and get me another drink and head to bed. Got a couple sorts of fish, but I got more to come all summer. Okay. Yeah, me and my buddy Baker, we're gonna do a fishing show together. I finally got him on live the other day on my camera, on my YouTube. He came to the house and we went down in the woods down there to take his deer hunting camera down and check things out. And I got him on camera, and I got him talking about deer hunting and stuff like that. It's hard to keep YouTube and Facebook going. It is, especially when you try to do a show. I'm trying to build up the YouTube part, and then we're working on Facebook together, me and my cousin. I'm cops the paranormal group is in 2 states. North Carolina that's me. I'm taking care of the North Carolina part, and my cousin, she takes care of the Virginia part. We cover two full solid states. I'm the founder of COPS. I started this group with my dad, and we actually love fishing, trout fish on the Facebook. Have contests when we hit 1,000 members. We are 55 away. There is a post on page that explains the contest. Okay, I had to go check that out. I think I'm already on y'all's page on Facebook, following y'all, I believe. Yeah, I started COPS with my dad about three and a half years ago, I guess, right before the countrywide shutdown. So now we're back up, doing this pretty good. So y'all will get to see my dad in some of our shows, our paranormal investigating shows. He'll be on the talk shows every once in a blue moon. He don't really like to be on the talk show much, but when we're investigating, he likes to be in the videos. So I do pretty much this by myself, this part of it. I think my cousin, she's going to be coming for long, and we're going to be on YouTube together. I think we're going to go do an investigation. I'm not sure where yet, but I hadn't got to talk to her but a couple of times in the past couple of weeks. Been busy, and they've been busy and all that too. So, all right, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to get off of here. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. Thank everybody that's in the chat. Thank just doing our best coming up on the panel. Get everybody to I want to help everybody to get to her channel and help her out. Anybody that enters contest, put down Johnson down as being your invite to the page in the comment on the post. Okay. I appreciate that, Vicky. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one. Appreciate that, Mr. Rogers. Appreciate that a lot. Thank y'all. Y'all always been a good audience. I know I kind of stop in my reading when I do my stories, but I have that problem. I have a hard time. Be honest with you, I do have a hard time reading. That's my problem. I try not to let it stop my knowing how to get the story out to y'all. So when they come up with words like this, and it should be like this, see you in the next one, brother. I appreciate that. Thank you a lot for coming in here and hanging out with us. Just joined, Vicky. So next time I will try to find another story. I just want, like I said, I just wanted to do that one because it's been on my mind for a while, and I've been wanting to get it done, getting it over with. Good night. Don't work too hard tomorrow. Oh, it's going to be a hard day. It's our first day back, so it's going to be pretty rough. That's for sure. You did tell him to go check the page out, Jonathan, and I appreciate that. Oh, no problem. No problem. Like I said, though, I've tried to help everybody out as much as possible. It's kind of polite to help out other people too. So that's the reason I try to do it. That's the reason why I asked just doing our best come on the panel. She deserves a lot. She is actually a good person, and I like to watch her on the shows. Anybody that likes that kind of stuff, it's fun. Just like when Bootsy on the Beat, Julie, when she gets on here, I try to call her out every time because she does a good show. She only does one show. It's on Mondays, and I'm trying to talk her into doing a live, but she works constantly. She don't have much time. She's the same thing as my wife is as a nurse, so how their schedule is. It's hard for them to do anything like that. But I love watch her shows. I get tickled at her and her old man that he'll come and do Mass Mondays with her once in a while, and I couldn't do that, not on camera anyway. I don't want people see me doing something like that. But he don't have a problem with it. He does the same thing with her. That's pretty cool. I like that. Same way with Ted. When he comes in, I try to get his channel out there too because he's a good guy, family. He's a family man. He takes his kids fishing, hunting with him. So that's what I like to see. I like learning things, and those shows you can learn new ways. Oh yeah, that's me. I've been learning quite a bit. Danielle, her channel's Freckles on here. She was in here earlier. She does some good shows. I've learned a lot. She does a lot of cooking shows. It makes me so hungry. And most of the time she does them when I'm at work where I know I can't get none of the food. But they look so good when she gets them done. Well, I'm going to get off here, y'all. It's done 5 after 10. I appreciate you, Vicky, for hanging out with us. I know Jamie, I know she's still watching. I figure she's still watching. But yeah, I can check her channel out too, Devil Dog's Keeper, Jamie. She does a lot of showing what people sends her, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Of course, that's Devil Dog's wife. He's remarkable too. I like him. He's really cool. Gary, when they get them two together, that's it. You better get you some popcorn and a Dr. Pepper and sit back and listen to them because they will make you laugh. They like the Three Stooges, but they're two Stooges. So I appreciate it. Thank y'all a lot. And I am out. See y'all later. Bye-bye.